Hello and welcome back to the Monsters of Monster Hunter Double Cross, where today we're going to be fighting Nakarkos, who was the end boss of Monster Hunter Generations. And I don't think actually he really gains moves in G rank, but does gain numbers. So many numbers. Mostly related to output of damage. And they also made it so that you can't kill it before it fires off its mega laser. So that's a thing too. And since we got the combo up, I might not need those. Let's just see. Okay, we do need one of those two books. But that does give me space for this, which is nice. So, let's go play with a cuttlefish, shall we? I don't even gotta be coy about it when fighting it in G rank, because, hey, it doesn't start in Phase 1. Yeah, they did make it start in Phase 2 in G rank, which is interesting. Also, can I just say, this is one of the coolest base camps they've ever made. Like, just look at that. That is really cool. Like, it feels like we're standing at the end of the world. About to jump down into an abyss. To fight some truly threatening creature. Because that's pretty much exactly what is happening, except for the whole end of the world thing. But, like, just the sunset and whatnot, it's really cool. And also, if you go back up to the top when this guy's all upset and everything is blue, then everything goes blue up there too. And I really should have brought a Farcaster so I could show it without dying. But anyway, Nakarkos, we gotta play with it. Using Adept Longsword. And he's using Finger Puppets. And that is one of my least favorite finger puppets right there, so I definitely had to get rid of that. Sonic Bombs get rid of finger puppets as long as Nakarkos is not enraged. Make use of it. Would have been nice if he stuck around, though. Again with that one. But it's only on one side, and he just broke it himself. Good job, Nakarkos. Ah, that's why he broke it. Trying to laser me from underground. Oh, why'd I have to get a flinch then? Pro tip, gather Nakarkos sparkles. They're almost always ballista shots, but they are worth grabbing. Because if you don't grab them, you might be in for a rough time later on. Because there comes a point where your melee weapons won't reach them, and you need to do a certain amount of damage in a certain amount of time in order to prevent him from doing a frenzy of very painful lasers. All right, we broke one finger puppet. Incidentally, one finger puppet is exactly the number I really needed to break to get myself on in here. That's right. In G rank, they do make him do that twice in a row so that adept people can't just get in and make him sad. Which is unfortunate because getting in and making him sad is exactly the thing that I would want to do. Ow. But we can go ahead and make him a little sad right here. Just gotta try and make his face sad. His face doesn't like to be sad. Ow. Wait, his finger puppet was already out of the ground, and yet... Oh, right, I rolled. Don't roll if you get gooped. Because then you get boned. Oh. Oh, right. I really should have climbed up there, shouldn't I? I was like, oh, hey, it fell down. I can go ahead and try and break the other finger puppet. Oops. Can you tell it's been a while since I fought a Nakarkos? I haven't fought one since I made the armor set, or the aesthetic armor set that I use most of the time. Oh, someone's going all red. That's actually very dangerous for us. So, when it's red, toss Tranks at it every once in a while to keep it calm. Ooh, not doubling this time? Great. I don't know what damaged me there. Oh, let's not get lasered. Getting lasered is kind of bad for our health. Okay, this time I'm not going to be stupid about this. Gonna climb on up, get my mines, realize I've got a full inventory, so get rid of that. Wow. We got 2 soul orbs. Rations, sure, why not? We've got energy drinks. And now we're in phase 1, which is the boring phase. Seriously, phase 2 is way more interesting than phase 1. I really like that they made it start in phase 2 in G rank. I just wish it could have been only phase 2. 'Cause yeah, phase 1 is not exciting. Its music is far less interesting. Like, phase 1 is all that you got to see in low rank. It was Nakarkos trying to be all spooky and mysterious. But it ended up just being boring and boring. Like, it loses most of the moves that make it interesting to fight. And aesthetically, it's a little less cool too. But I mean, sure, it's got the whole, ooh, could it be a 2-headed dragon? It's got that going on. Also, it makes like a tire screeching sound when it comes to a stop after that charge, which is kind of silly. Oh, don't leave. I wanted that to hit your hat. The hat is much easier to break in this phase. Right, we've already got the large bombs. Gotta do that first. Oh, hi. Why you gotta turn like that? Wow, the bomb didn't blow up? Oh, hi. Whoops. You don't have to use a cleanser to get rid of the bones. You can roll in one of the 2 puddles of water that you can see on the map here. But that requires you to be near them. You can also get rid of the blue by doing that. Yeah, I was hoping to be close enough to blow that up while the Nakarkos was scooting on by, but Unfortunately, I was not. And we do want to bust these finger puppets. There goes one. Unfortunately, it looks like the other one is a little bit too far into the water for us to hit. Ooh. Looks like we might have a case of convenient placement right here. Yep. It was indeed such a case. And now it's mad. But that won't matter at all if I manage to break this tentacle. Say what you will about Nakarkos, but it is the only monster that fights you with finger puppets. And let's go ahead and get our cats back. Because I can, well, not back, but more healthy. Because I can use the health. Oh, hello. And there's the break, which knocks the Nakarkos over, exposing its vulnerable back. Because this rainbow bit is very weak. And we're going to put a Sakura Slash right on it. Also, right there you can see one of the blowholes, like above where the tentacle slots in there. And breaking those is the subquest for this quest. Yeah, break the left and right blowholes. But now we're in phase 2, so they're a little harder to reach. And if we can bust up one of the finger puppets, then we can get at the face, which is where I personally prefer to hang out. Ow. Yeah, I really should just get rid of the finger puppets. The Bracky one is nasty, and the Uragon one is nasty, and yeah. It is a really cool concept, though, that the Nakarkos actually uses the bones of its victims to actually fight you. I said Sonic Bomb. There we go. Like, it doesn't just kill them and eat them, it still uses their bones. Uses the Bracky one to spread slime. It uses the Uragon one to just pound really hard. Uses the Laggy one to spread out shocky spikes that cause paralysis, even though that's not a thing Laggy does. Uses the Glavenus one to spread fire. And just generally does a lot of neat things. Not a single one of which is pleasant. Ow. Alright, we need this blast gone. And we could also use a little bit more sharpness. And we could definitely use more stamina. Buddy, you don't gotta be following me with those. I really wish there was more reason to break both tentacles in phase 2. But there really isn't. Like, there's definitely reason to break one. And it's because if you break one, then it stops all this blue goo from coming out of its face, thus letting you go in and smack Nakarkos in the face. But breaking two, unlike in phase 1, doesn't get you a knockdown, it just gets you both tentacles gone. Where you going, buddy? I thought we were pals. Oh. Okay. And we need to get a thing at a level of charge. Unfortunately, with my bouncing and him being busy doing things that I'm not dodging. Ow! Yeah, those lasers hurt. They hurt bad. Oh, I'm out of first aid meds. Eh. He's doing a double. Unfortunately, if you see that he's doing a double, there's not much you can do about it. Oh. Oh. Let's very not get hit by that. Because I am pretty sure that's lethal even at full health in G rank. It is very ow. And now that he's done it once, it's possible to kill him. So that's nice. Hey, buddy. I see your face is all blue again. I don't like that. That's not a bad flinch. Nope, I don't like you having either of these. Ow. The Uragon one hurts bad. Like, honestly, this fight is mostly a fight against his damage output in G rank. Like, there are some Elder Dragons where it's all about, like, needing to do your damage. Could you, like, turn at all? I want to be able to hit something that matters. Like, let me hit your blowhole. I'm gonna go take a bath. Yeah, I don't think he actually does the thing that I was talking about in G rank. He doesn't really spend enough time in phase 1 to do it, I don't think. So the thing about the ballista shots that you get from him as sparklies, you can fire them super fast, but they don't do as much damage as regular ballista shots. Oh, someone is upset. Ooh, not doubling. And we just made his face unhappy. But there's still one face break left to get. Dodged way too early. I wish he started the beams, like, on you instead of lowering them down. That way it'd be a lot easier to just dodge as they come out instead of needing to dodge as they come down. Which is a little... It requires a little more finesse. But hey, we just got us a knockdown, which means I can climb up his hat once again. Hey, buddy. Do we have any more mining to do? No, we don't. So it's time for these. And while we wait for them to blow up. Alright, sounds like we got a break. Looks like it too. I don't like when his face is blue because it does constant damage. Like, If you don't roll, then you don't get boned. So if it wasn't for the constant damage, it wouldn't really be an issue just hanging out in the blue. But yeah, constant damage, so it's an issue. Rolled too early. Plus, there's the fact that he always does that little turn when he does that, which makes it so that you can't just stick around anyway. No, go away, go away! Okay. Thankfully, it wasn't slamming on me, because it would have hit me. And unfortunately, the sonic bombs only get rid of the puppets he has at that time. Does nothing to stop him from getting more, and sometimes they're even the exact same ones. Eh. Buddy, can you stop scooting? Just... I gotta get rid of this tentacle. That's what I gotta do. Or I can hit your face. That's also an option. Would have been a better option if you didn't bone me. Uh-oh. Ow. I do like how Nakarkos has two different icons for target cam. And I find it kind of interesting that neither one of them is the same as the icon it has for quest selection. It's just a kind of interesting thing about Nakarkos. Let's go ahead and sharpen up while we're up here as well. Did I bring anything else fancy? No, I didn't. So down we go. Well, hello. Oh, someone's in red mode. Which means that we can just get into that face. Because if you get past the lasers, there's not much it can do to you when you're all up in its face. He's doing a double. I really wish he wouldn't. Because I kind of need the... How does him scooting back damage me? Uh-oh. Oh no. This is dangerous. This is very dangerous, because if he sweeps it this way, I have to, like... Uh-oh. Well... I didn't get out of the way. I should have dodged, like, through it rather than just away. But we got to see inside it, which was cool. Also, if I had done an adept dodge, but that requires a little bit more timing. Like, the timing is tighter on getting an adept dodge. Always great to drop down and have that thing be behind you. Thankfully, it wasn't doing anything that would really threaten us. Now, to get back to work on breaking this tentacle. Unfortunately, not a break, just a flinch. Hey, we actually got to level up our gauge. I'm really bad at timing for the tentacle slaps. Timing for that, I'm good at, but it always comes with a scoot, so it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, since the Nakarkos is currently enraged, seriously, there's nothing we can do about getting rid of the Uragon and other special puppets without just smacking them. Ooh, you're going red, are you? Well, since you've gone red, I guess you're asking me to hit you in the face. Really wish I didn't slip through the tentacle there. Ooh. Managed to actually get through. And we got the break, but in exchange, I missed out on the gauge. So that's okay. Now we get to do some damage up here. So admittedly, these knockdowns would probably be a great time to go for the blowholes. That one's too high up, and the other one's probably, like, flush against the ground. So maybe not such a good time for those. I don't know that I've ever actually broken a blowhole on Nakarkos. Really? You're popping out with an Uragon skull? Okay, fine. Send it away. Since we've gotten the face break, we don't really need to go for the face anymore. So I guess breaking this tentacle is just a way to keep it away from the blowhole, maybe? Seriously? You're putting your finger puppets right back under? What was even the point of bringing them out? And again. I mean, at least this time is to swap them for better finger puppets, but... Okay, I guess don't get that thing out of here. But I really want you to get it out of here. Rolled too early. Well, I didn't hit anything useful, but I did get a hit, so that's nice. Going red, are we? Ow. Okay, I need a bit more health than this. I should have drunk this first. Hey, I actually got the dodge, but I actually wasn't too close to that as it came out. Good. Wow, you really like having an Uragon on your left tentacle, don't you? Can I break this already? Like, I just want to get rid of this tentacle. There we go. Oh, that's right. In G rank, it can actually just have its empty tentacles out, which is kind of interesting because you can, like, see that they've got, like, a beak. And thankfully, if you're able to attack a tentacle, you are safe from the beam. So is that going to be the end of this phase 2? We going back to phase 1? No, we're not. And I can't hold any more of those, so that's a thing. I'm just going to go ahead and try and break this tentacle as well. Why not? Okay. I guess the blue lasers have a wider radius than the red ones? Sploosh. Wait a minute. It's acting like it's got a special finger puppet, but it's naked. Nakarkos, are you breaking the rules? You've got a naked tentacle that's pretending to have a laggy on it anyway. Also, let me just say, the laggy tentacle looks really cool, but I hate it. Also, the tentacle's not naked anymore. What's the deal? Well, I guess we've been doing damage to this tentacle, so it's the closest one to breaking, and there we go. Where are you going, buddy? Seriously? You pop up right in front of us and immediately blew us? And then you go red too? I'm actually going to go ahead and not trank it, because that just staves off the big laser, and I think the big laser, well, when it's done in a place where we can actually get away from it, I think it's actually good for us when he does it. Dang it. Just barely too far away. Okay. Nice little side slide, I guess. And I do believe that was probably a blowhole flinch. Now, will this actually... Looks like one of those might have been on the blowhole. I could be going up top where I can do more damage, but I want to see a blowhole break. I also want to break its hat. The hat's got 2 breaks to get. There's one. And I should be moving. If you can't see the tentacles, then there's a good chance that they're going to pop up under you, or at least do something under you. And that's not something that you want to have happen. That was a flinch. Yeah, let's go ahead and bind it. Not particularly useful on this side, but maybe over here. Yeah, that blowhole's right next to the ground. So I think it might actually already be broken. No, it's not, because otherwise we would have 1 of 2 for our subquest. But at least we kept him distracted for the rest of that rage. Oh. Wait. Oh, was that flash just you saying, hey, I'm going to put my fingers under the ground and start lasering? I want to hit those blowholes. Uh-oh. Kind of want to gather from this gathering spot, but not at the cost of a laser. Because here we can get ballista ammo. This is going to hurt. Or not? Okay. Guess that's just to ward off people trying to come close. It's a bit far, but we can still shoot the hat. Or... there. Oh. Oh, is that what's going on now? That's definitely sweeping this way. Ah! Okay. That's how that's done. Is this thing ever going to go back to phase 1? Just curious. Maybe it isn't. Am I ever going to break a blowhole? Maybe someday. That looked like a flinch. Here, have some of this. I'm really not doing damage going for this. Yeah, we're still at 0 of 2 for the blowholes. It'd be easier if they were more hittable by melee. But alas, they are not. And also, that was a terrible time to get a flinch. And that was a terrible time to try and gather. Yeah, the hat's also generally easier to break. That was also a terrible time to gather. But as I was saying, the hat's generally easier to break in phase 1, because then you can just use bombs when the Nakarkos is between animations. Also not the greatest time to gather, but at least that time we got the sparkly. That's progress. You jerk. Ah, going red. This is fine. Ow. You know what? I don't like either of those finger puppets. I'm just going to hang out here by the face. We do need to do some damage anyway. Hanging out by the face is one of the best ways to do damage. Especially when you get knockdowns. The blowhole on this side's way too high. But again, we need to do damage, so let's just do damage. And now we're blue. Let's go ahead and grab this, because it'll be 5 ballista shots. Or a ballista binder. That's interesting. Usually when you get knockdowns, you just get 5 time 1 ballista shots. But I guess sometimes instead of getting 5 of those, you can get 1 of these. Which honestly isn't terrible. It's not what I wanted, though. And I shouldn't be doing more ballista stuff right now. I should be doing this. Or not. I've been had. Okay. I guess someone got a flinch. Let's work on this tentacle. Even though I am completely killing my chances of actually getting my gauge up. But then again, I can make use of the fact that the blue gas does constant damage to just get adept dodge after adept dodge. Man, we just broke something. Or maybe that was the sound of a special puppet breaking. Still 0 for 2 on the sub. Hey, Blowhole, could you break for me? That'd be great. Or Nakarkos, if you could be so kind as to do your Mega Laser, that would also be acceptable. Unfortunately, hitting me with your hat is not the thing I wanted. That's why I don't like the glavinus bones. And here's a Mega Laser, or yes, this is a Mega Laser. But since I can get safely over here, I can't hit the blowhole. But I can hit the tentacle. So that's something. Where you going, buddy? I do need to step up my damage output, because otherwise we're going to fail this quest. And I don't want to do that. I've soloed it before. Admittedly, I was probably using Switch Axe at that point, and I wasn't going for the blowholes. I didn't even know at the time that the blowholes were breakable. And I mean, it's not like knowing that they're breakable has done me any good at any point in time ever. Because I've never once gotten the break. And here comes another helmet. Slap. Yeah. I don't like when he hits me with his hat. When he does the double pound, like, I don't know that there's any different tell for it when he's going to do it twice. So, yeah. And if I dodge the first one, then the second one will hit me. Guaranteed. So yeah, there's basically not much I can do in that situation. And what's going on now? Ah, getting ready for a Mega Laser. I'll go ahead and be not near that. Nakarkos is a pretty neat concept, but honestly, I don't feel like it's the greatest execution. Wow, another Mega Laser? He must be close to dead. He does like to do lots of Mega Lasers when he's almost dead. And in terms of lore, it actually does damage to him when he uses the Mega Laser. Though I don't believe that translates over into game mechanics. In terms of game mechanics, I don't think it does any damage whatsoever to him, but they do have a callback to that bit of lore in his death animation. Because when you kill Nakarkos, it's actually Nakarkos that killed the Nakarkos. And hopefully in less than 5 minutes here, you'll see what I mean. Because if it takes more than 5 minutes, then you won't see it, which is exactly what I want to have not happen. I would much rather this guy die, though him hanging out where he is right now isn't doing me any favors. And here comes a Mega Laser that I don't know that I'm far enough over to be able to get away with not dodging. So, okay, we actually were far enough over. That's good. Yes, please go somewhere where I can actually hit you. Where are you going, buddy? Way over there. Another Mega Laser already? Yeah, he has to be almost dead. Yep. So yeah, here we get to see Nakarkos killing Nakarkos. Firing off one last Mega Laser. And also splitting open the ceiling, which is really cool. So Nakarkos just has mostly a lot of bony textures, which are serviceable. Though the textures on its actual skin are actually kind of neat. Like, now that I'm done carving, this looks pretty cool, though admittedly it's mostly the bump mapping just making everything pop. And then if we get over here, like, the skin texture here isn't great, but where it's got the modeling and just the stuff that breaks up the monotony, looks kind of alright. Yeah, again, it's a large monster, so it's not going to have the least stretchy textures in the world. And in terms of concept art, it's pretty cool. Like, there's actually some concept art of a Nakarkos taking out a Cedeus, which is pretty cool. But yeah, Nakarkos is a neat monster. Not the best execution, but passable. And I still have never broken a blowhole. Oh well. And that is going to be the end of this episode, and next up, we've got Fatalis, and going into the last 3 episodes, which are going to be all Fatalis. Because while Fatalis isn't listed, the different Fatalises are not listed as different monsters in the monster list. or when selecting a quest. And they don't have different icons because Fatalis has never had an icon. They still are different enough that I'm counting them as different, so we're going to do all 3 of them in this video series. So, yeah. Join us next time when we get started with the Fatalis trio. See you then, friends.